message for Americans who are concerned about the impact of things such as tariffs on prices?
I'm not going to stand up here and lie to you like my predecessor did about the state of our economy.
When we look at how strong the economy is, it's because of the president's work.
We understand there are people that are hurting. I can assure the American people that the president is very much focused on bringing down the cost of living crisis in this country that was created by the previous administration.
I don't have anything. 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 I just don't have anything. I don't have anything. We don't have anything. I just don't have anything. Don't have anything. So I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
Karine Jean-Pierre's job is simple: answer questions. Sounds easy, right? Not if you're into word salads, awkward pauses, and flipping through a binder like it's a surprise quiz. Then comes Karoline Leavitt, no fluff, no fumbling, just sharp, confident delivery. When she took the stage, it wasn't just an improvement, it was a masterclass. Get ready, because we're about to watch Karoline Leavitt dismantle KJP in real time. But first, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, you won't want to miss this. Let's dive in.
Think about the 737,000.
Karine Jean-Pierre's time as White House press secretary was a train wreck, awkward pauses, endless word salads, and a constant struggle to keep up. It felt like watching someone completely out of their depth. But fast forward, and suddenly, the press briefing room gets something it's been missing for years: clarity and common sense. Still skeptical? Just compare Karine's rocky debut to a polished, no-nonsense performance. The difference is night and day. First, let's take a look at Karine Jean-Pierre.
I want to say a few words about how honored I am to be here with all of you today in this role, in this room, standing behind this podium. I am obviously acutely aware that my presence at this podium represents a few firsts. I am a Black, gay, immigrant woman, the first of all three of those to hold this position. I would not be here today if it were not for generations of barrier-breaking people before me. I stand on their shoulders. If it were not for generations of barrier-breaking people before me, I would not.
The awkwardness is palpable the moment Karine steps up for her first speech, but that's just the beginning. She lacks confidence, struggles to make eye contact, and seems unsure of her own words. And just when you think it can't get more uncomfortable, she shifts into self-congratulation, reminding everyone, again, that she's the first Black gay immigrant woman in the role, as if that matters more than actually doing the job. That's the woke agenda in action: optics over competence, identity over results. Now, let's watch Karoline step in and deliver a masterclass on day one.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are we? Good to see all of you. It's an honor to be here with all of you. A lot of familiar faces in the room, a lot of new faces. And President Trump is back, and the golden age of America has most definitely begun. The Senate has already confirmed 5 of President Trump's exceptional cabinet nominees: Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. It is imperative that the Senate continues to confirm the remainder of the president's well-qualified nominees as quickly as possible.
Karoline Leavitt is a breath of fresh air. The moment she steps up to the podium, the whole room shifts: no awkward pauses, no fumbling, just pure confidence. She doesn't just take the stage, she owns it. And here's the best part: she doesn't waste time on identity politics. She could have made a big deal about being the youngest White House press secretary ever, but she doesn't. If it were Karine Jean-Pierre, it would have been a personal victory speech. Instead, Leavitt cut straight to business, laying out Trump's plans to reset America: no fluff, no distractions, just results. The press? They're caught off guard, expecting the usual dodging and rehearsed non-answers. But Leavitt isn't here to play games, she's here to lead. And unlike Karine, she doesn't hide behind a massive binder while still somehow never having the answers. Check this out.
Is not the norm. The norm is we do get an opportunity to ask the questions to the president about domestic and foreign policy issues in a formal setting at some point. And you choose that point, but we haven't had that opportunity in quite some time.
So I'll say this, it is also unprecedented that a president takes as many shouted questions as this president has, and he has.
I've done the last
Okay.
administration, and I'll tell you, almost every day I'll just
Okay,
go to the
well, we'll certainly get the data and share that with all of you. I hear, John, I hear your question, I heard Zeke's question, I hear you on the press conference on a formal press.
So, if the question is clear, Karine, why not just answer it? The reporter asked a simple, direct question: why wasn't the press getting a formal briefing with President Biden at the time? Easy enough, right? But instead of addressing it head-on, Karine does what she does best: dodges, deflects, and distracts. Rather than offering a real answer, she pivots to some irrelevant stat about how many times Biden has responded to shouted questions, as if that somehow makes up for the lack of transparency. Classic. She's avoiding accountability while pretending to do her job, and even the press seems fed up. You can feel their frustration as she stumbles through her response, grasping at anything that vaguely resembles an answer. But no matter how much she stalls, the truth is obvious: Biden wasn't holding real press briefings, and she had no defense. So, she resorts to empty filler, hoping no one notices. Spoiler alert, everyone noticed.
Arrests ICE has made so far since President Trump came back into office. Can you just tell us the numbers? How many have a criminal record versus those who are just in the country illegally?
All of them, because they illegally broke our nation's laws and therefore they are criminals as far as this administration goes. I know the last administration didn't see it that way, so it's a big culture shift in our nation to view someone who breaks our immigration laws as a criminal, but that's exactly...
Karoline doesn't just hear the question, she owns it. Her answers aren't vague, rehearsed evasions. They're clear, direct, and often leave woke reporters squirming in their seats. No dodging, no deflecting, just straight facts, delivered with the kind of confidence Karine Jean-Pierre could only dream of. What truly sets Karoline apart is her command of the room. She doesn't fumble through binders or stall for time. She looks reporters straight in the eye and delivers sharp, precise responses backed by real knowledge, leaving no room for media spin. No wonder the press pool is struggling to keep up. They're used to soft, meaningless answers, and now they're getting hard-hitting facts. And they can't stand it. Karoline Leavitt isn't just a better press secretary, she's a masterclass in leadership, and it's giving woke journalists sleepless nights. Her responses often come with mic-drop moments, like this.
To bar the AP reporter from the Oval Office and the diplomatic reception room last night.
Well, first of all, let me just set the record straight. It is a privilege to cover this White House. It's a privilege to be the White House press secretary. And nobody has the right to go into the Oval Office and ask the President of the United States questions. That's an invitation that is given. And there are hundreds of outlets on this campus, many of you in this room who don't have the privilege of being part of that pool every single day and getting to ask the President questions. We reserve the right to decide who gets to go into the Oval Office, and you all have credentials to be here, including the Associated Press.
The awkwardness is palpable the moment Karine steps up for her first speech, but that's just the beginning. She lacks confidence, struggles to make eye contact, and seems unsure of her own words. And just when you think it can't get more uncomfortable, she shifts into self-congratulation, reminding everyone, again, that she's the first black gay immigrant woman in the role, as if that matters more than actually doing the job. That's the woke agenda in action: optics over competence, identity over results. Now, let's watch Karoline step in and deliver a masterclass on day one.